What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus ROG and Z1 Extreme gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're doing Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. Sorry you guys can't see the name. This is the first time I've seen this happen, but I think the scaling on it got messed up or something, because you can't even read it. But that's what we're gonna do. The Steam Deck's played it effortlessly, although they had a weird little issue where if you let it go completely, just unrestricted FPS, it was pretty smooth. Tiny little hiccup every now and again, but I've noticed that in like all the Borderlands. They'll be like smooth 99% of the time, but you just got a tiny little hiccup every once in a while, even from the first one all the way to 4. But anyway, let's hop on in, see if these things do the same. We'll just let them go completely balls to the wall. We'll have them doing the screen capture stuff, and then I'll try to remember to go in and VSync them to 120 and see if they too do the weird little skips like the Steam Decks are doing. Who knows? Maybe it's just a Steam Deck thing, a SteamOS thing, or maybe it's just completely random. Some things might do it, some things might not. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Let's get started. So we're gonna start off at 1080p high. It can't quite do it, and I'm pretty sure it's physics' fault. It says 1200p, but it's 1080p. I don't know why, but this one and I think 2 also, maybe even 1, all did this shit where it didn't want to actually give you the correct resolution you were running at. Because if we were at 1200p, it would look really wonky right now. Either way, it's close enough to 1080, even if it does do that, so. Unfortunately, though, as you can see right here, it even drops under 60. And the Steam Deck was not, so. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, I think you'd drop under 60, but you're definitely better off going with my settings, which we will do at the end. So let's stop blabbing, and let's get to gaming, shall we? Now we'll try 900p medium. It says 1200, but it's really 900. Still full screen. And there we go. And it does a pretty good job, but I feel like if I went to the beginning area, it would still drop under 60. But I think that happened no matter what we ran. But anyway, gameplay time.
Rock and roll. Show me some green arrows.
Now we'll do 720p low before doing my settings. But this is definitely a way to go if all you care about is FPS, I can tell you that. But I still think my way goes pretty damn decent too, except for that one spot where it drops under 60. Other than that, it seemed to be like an 80 to 100 FPS fiasco, which is nice. Either way, I'd say it's about time for us to go hop on into the game. Now we're going to do my settings, which I put it to 900p. I think I forgot to show, and full screen still. And we did most things on high. I think I just left bullet decals on normal, but I think you can put that up to high too. I didn't have any to shoot, or anything to shoot, so I didn't really have any place to shoot bullet decals. So I was like, well, whatever, let's just leave it like that. But I think on the next one, I put it up to high, and it didn't really make a difference at all. So let's hop into the game.
in me is like, yeah!
So now we're going to start all over again on the X, try 1080p high first, and we'll go from there. And we'll go all the way back and do my settings at the end before jumping over to the camera recorded portion, which I have a new mic coming, so hopefully that'll make that sound a heck of a lot better. It still might not sound great. It'll never sound as good as in-game, but I think it'll sound a lot better than the $89 mic, which isn't the worst in the world, but it definitely ain't competing with no $230 Rode mic. Or at least I don't think so. We'll find out. Now for 900p medium on the X. Let's just have a quick look. It always says the wrong resolution. There's full screen. And there we go. We have reached the bottom, which means we can get back into the game and let's see what it can do now.
Hit him! You are a mean machine. What's your name, sexy?
So, now for 720p, which gives you lots of FPS. Still not sure it would stay over 60 if we went to that one spot that I found that it drops under on my settings, but it might. But I still think I'd go with my settings, even if it does drop to 50 every once in a blue moon. But hey, that's why I'm glad options exist. But hey, let's get some gameplay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Now we'll do my settings here. Back up to 900p. I didn't think 720 was necessary, but 1080 was just too not quite capable of staying over 60 in even more spots. There's still one spot I think it'll drop no matter what, but I think there'd be even more spots where it did that if I had it done native. So I did 900 instead. It's a great middle ground. I like that resolution. But anyway, let's go get some more gameplay.
alive!
Alright, time for some camera recorded gameplay. Still with my settings here. Unactivated, huh? Probably some boss or something later, huh? Maybe I can activate it up here? Probably should go to the other one too. But first, let's kill him. Shit. Almost died.
Don't screw with a girl and her robot. Right on, robot.
Nah. Get back here, you. For a second I thought I lost that. I was gonna be like, no! Luckily not. This was shallow water after all. This is about the end of the road over here. Nope, looks like I found the invisible wall. No, it's just some seaweed, okay. It's like, oh shit, did I find some sea or shit? Nope, I found seaweed. Wish I could make this golem activate. Nope, even getting shot doesn't motivate him. Okay. Into a tunnel. that dollar. I think we killed everything around here. We pretty much got everything there is to get. Oh no, here's some stuff to kill. Fuck you. Alright. And I think with that, we'll move on over to the end. Well, alright, now time for some camera recorded gameplay. Now, lame shit happened. I have a damn pointer in the middle of my screen. So that's just Windows being Windows. You know, we had one spot where I died and went back to the beginning, and there was still a spot even with my settings you drop into the 50s. So, there will be some spots where you will not be getting good FPS like this, but it seems like those are few far and in between. Besides that beginning area, I haven't seen any other spots where we drop down to 50. Who knows? That could have been capture card shenanigans too. Oh, nope, going too far. It'll kill me off. We don't want that. I'm halfway tempted to go back and see. And we're not too far from the beginning for it anyway. Oh.
That anarchy thing looks tricky.
Since I've been meleeing a lot, why the hell not? Alright, real quick, let's go back to the starting area and see if it still drops down to the 50s. If anything, it's probably that physics. You can't turn it completely off. I don't think that was even an option on the Steam Deck. I'd have to go back and look. Well, it's not happening going this way, but things can completely change just by changing directions, so we'll see what it's like going back. That's kind of want to do like a carbon copy of how I started this camera recorded part, or screen recorded portion, I mean. That way we can see if it does that same drop. Then we can run around and kill some more stuff. I hope I didn't kill everything yet. Last time I kind of killed everything. Alright, that's close enough to where we started. You pretty much just start like right back there next to that little house. So alright, let's run back and see what we get. Yeah, I don't know. See? There's still going to be some spots you might drop down into the 50s on. Not the end of the world. And most of the time that won't happen, but there will be sometimes I bet you it will happen. That's why I always say, just because I get 60 and plus in the area I'm at doesn't mean there's nowhere in the game that you might drop under. I can't go everywhere after all, but I'm kind of glad I died so we can see that. Otherwise, I would have gone around thinking, oh, well, it actually did do a real good job. And it did, but there are some spots. So now I can know that for sure. Half the time I just say that because I'm just not sure. Now I am sure. There will probably be other spots like that. Could be even worse than that, where it drops down to the 40s for all we know. Oh shit.
Super robot violence fun time! Rock and roll!
But yeah, see, most of the time we're getting great FPS, so that's why I still think my settings are pretty awesome. And who knows, no matter what we do, it might do that shit in that spot. We might put it down to 720p, everything the lowest it can go, and it still might drop under 60 or close to it, you know?
Screw the girl and her robot.
Now, I know I'm supposed to go in there, but I do not want to go into caves. I don't think that'll make for a good FPS test. So we're just standing out here and killing shit. Whoa. Fuck you, dude. Get right here. Oh yeah, well, he's too busy killing those things. Oh, he's done killing those things. Ah, jerk. Any more archers? Dang, I'm stuck. There we go. I keep getting caught on rocks. Ooh, 16 bucks and a corpse? Alright. There you are. Alright. I think with that,
we'll wrap on up.
Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Tiny Tina's, crap, what was it? Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. Took me a second there. I kept wanting to say Wonderlands and like, no, that's a newer game. That's probably based off of this. But seems like it ran pretty damn decent. I mean, if you're okay with dropping under 60, anyway, because it seems like even with my settings, and I think even if we drop down to 720p, I think there's areas that just drop down to 50 probably because of physics. I don't think that was an option on the Steam Decks. So I think that gave them a bonus. I believe this happened last time I tested these games. Once we got to the Windows, I was like, oh, we'll see for sure. I'll pay way more attention when we get to the Lenovo and see if physics is there or not. I'm pretty sure it was grayed out and it wouldn't let me mess with it, or just absent altogether. Either way though, as long as you don't care about that, you could even play 1080p high and it'll probably drop into the 30s and 40s, but a lot of people don't care about that. They just want high resolution and pretty graphics, and they do not care about frame rate whatsoever, as long as it's not dropping down to like 10 or something like that. But then if you do my settings, it seems like it gets like right around what I like, 80 to 100 FPS most of the time, even more than that sometimes. But there still will be some spots, like I noticed in the beginning of the game, you drop down into the 50s, which isn't the end of the world, but I'm glad I died that one time, otherwise I wouldn't have known that. I would have gone around thinking, wow, cool, my settings get like 100 FPS everywhere. But I would still warn people, hey, just because it got 60 for me plus in this area doesn't mean it will everywhere. And we saw that live right here. That's what can happen. And that's why I'm glad I don't speak in absolutes. But that is all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.